Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to the channel. And so this is my first impressions of the Pixel 9a. After almost 24 hours, we're almost at 24 hours with this device. Since it came in a day early, and I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited. First of all, shout out. I know I got a comment, and it was just like, I guess I was considered to be a dependable source for the A series devices from Google Pixels. Seems like that I like them. And if you've picked up on that, then yeah, you guys would know that I'm a big backer of the A series devices from the Pixel line. And that's just because since the very first one, the Pixel 3a, and the idea that you can have the same experience if you bought the flagship Pixel on a more budget-friendly version of it. Why not? And a lot of people do a lot of coverage on the flagship ones. There are those that cover like the A series because it's new and it's just released, and then after like a couple of months, then it's just no longer talked about. So I keep that spotlight on the A series devices and just continue to use them and give you guys my opinion on them. And I gotta tell you guys, I'm really impressed and really excited to have the Pixel 9a. I know it sounds like a cliche thing, like, of course, man, it's brand new. Well, it's only been 24 hours. I could run into some issues later on this week over time. There's a lot of testing that I have to do with this phone and be able to bring a full review in a couple of weeks. But until that full review, there's like so much time that I gotta, spend with it, mess around with it. It is my daily driver device. So there's a lot of things that I do need to kind of just come across and whether it's good or bad, and have to report that to you guys so you guys know what it is. Or if you guys end up buying a Pixel 9a and you're noticing an issue with yours, then you'll know if it's like, if it's an isolated issue or if it's slightly widespread. Because if I'm reporting the same issue, then yeah, slightly widespread. If it's just your device and nobody else that has a Pixel 9a is saying the same thing that you are about an issue, then it's an isolated issue. It's just your device. So anyways, more of the photography and videography is going to be on my photography channel. So I'll put that link in the description. You guys can subscribe to that channel so you guys can see not only just the Pixel 9a photos and videos produced during the day and during night mode, but, my other videos regarding different devices that I have. I test out its cameras and, how well it does. So you guys can go check out that channel and subscribe to it. But I will give you guys a sample right now of the video from both selfie and main camera sensor. Just a quick one for you guys, so let's check it out. All right, so this is the first video recording done with the Pixel 9a. So I didn't go and set up any settings on the camera, just pretty much turned the app on and then flipped it around, video mode, and shoot. So this is what video quality would look like. I'll have more of an in-depth with the photography and videography on the photography channel. So I'll put that channel's link into the description, and you guys definitely should subscribe to that if you guys want to know more about like the cameras and how the cameras perform, what types of things you can do with this, tips and tricks, and all that stuff you'll find on that channel regarding the Pixel 9a. But this is the audio. Audio focus is on, so it's gonna remove some of the background noise and completely focus on my vocals. So yeah, I'll flip the camera around so you guys can see what video's like with the main camera sensor. Alright, so this is with the main camera sensor, and so like I'll have it just focus on some things. I love how it blurs the background right there because it is focused on these. So let's do the autofocus again. See, there it goes. Oh wow, that's a little bit faster than what I'm used to with the focus. So let's set it to go a little bit wider. So this is 0.5 times zoomed out, and we'll just go to normal, and then let's do 2 times zoom, and we can zoom in as far as 5 times zoom. So look at that. The detail in the video is actually pretty nice. Okay, back out. This is normal. And yeah, we really gotta take the car to the car wash later today, but yeah, I'm back doing some Amazon. So those are video samples that were taken from the Pixel 9a. Let me know how the visuals looked and how the audio sounded. I would truly appreciate that. I think it did pretty good, and I think that when it comes to videos with the Pixel A series, videos have gotten so much better with the Pixel 8a and now with the Pixel 9a. So I am thoroughly impressed by that. When it comes down to other factors like the hardware in itself. So yesterday on the unboxing, I said that it felt like it had some weight to it, but it wasn't heavy. And I guess what that means is that you can feel that there's weight, right? So it doesn't feel like a hollow box, but it's not heavy where it's like it's an uncomfortable weight. So this is something that could be in your hand for long periods of time and you should be fine holding it. But of course, we have pockets, so you can always throw it in your pocket. As far as no camera bar, I am totally cool with no camera bar. The only weirdness that I'm getting from this is that I don't have that natural place to rest my fingers. So that would be a tough spot. But the bottom pinky works to brace the phone and be able to keep a grip of it in your hand. Totally cool on that. One thing I am kind of like sad about, I mean, well, not really sad about, because Pixels have always had like one speaker and the speaker's been on the right. On the A model, if you see another speaker slot to the left, that actually was the microphone. And now no, it's changed. Now they got the SIM tray down there instead of the microphone cutout being that big, and there's a small microphone right next to the Type-C port, which is now more centered compared to the Pixel 8a. But I mean, that will be in that comparison video. I like the fact that they put the SIM tray at the bottom like they did with the Pixel 3. The Pixel 3 had it at the bottom. The only thing about it is that I wish they would go with the much sturdier physical SIM tray. I was gonna say Pixel tray. The physical SIM tray. I really wish they would come with the more sturdier ones, like the ones that like my Nothing Phone 1. That type of SIM tray is, to me, a lot more sturdier. The ones that iPhones have, much more sturdier. The ones with OnePlus, sturdier. The ones that the Pixels have feel flimsy to me. Like, if you accidentally pull the SIM tray out and maybe like you jerk your hand up, you're gonna bend it, and eventually it's gonna snap over time, and then you're gonna have to order a replacement, and it's just a pain in the butt. So I wish they would change that with Google Pixels in general. Hopefully the Pixel 10, they upgrade the physical SIM tray, unless they're gonna follow in suit with Apple and completely get rid of physical SIM, and then I would really not like that. But that's for a different subject, different topic, different time. Gaming on it so far has been pretty decent. I haven't really had an issue playing my games, Pokemon Go. I can't tell you guys about Call of Duty or Genshin Impact because I don't play any of those games. And I'm not going to download those games and play it, There's a lot of other content creators that will use those games as a reference point to show you what gaming is like on the Pixel 9a. One of them is the homie, Team VRI. Please subscribe to his channel and check him out. He covers Pixels and he's a fan of Pixels just like I am. And you got Tech Odyssey, who also covers Pixels, and I think he more goes into like the things that they're missing and more truth aspect to it. I don't want to say negative because he's not negative about them. Like, he'll tell you all the good things about Pixels, so I'll also tell you all the things that they're lacking in. So, a pretty honest guy. But there's other content creators that will review those games. If you want to know if those games run on the Pixel 9a, you can check them out. I'm sorry to do that to you guys. I'm just not a person that really games on my phone. Like. My thing is just more of like photography and videography, being a content creator and using Pixels to record my content and using them for photos for Instagram photography, Retro app, which is also a photography app. That's really what I'm going to be focused on with this phone. And, comparing it to the other phones that I have, like my iPhone 12, the previous A models from Pixel, my Galaxy A53. Shout out to my son. I gave him my Moto G Stylus 2024, so now he's the proud owner of that phone, and I can tell he's enjoying it. I just wanted to upgrade him, you know what I mean? He had the Moto G Stylus 2023. So, anyways, so far my experience has been pretty good, right? It's only been 24 hours, so I can't give you the nitty-gritties just yet. I will start to tell you guys a little bit more of my experience at the 1 week mark, and then the 1 month mark, the 3 month mark, the 6 month mark, and the 1 year anniversary mark. You'll get a very in-depth review. So in like the next 5 days from now, which will be a week, I'll have that that more deeper review style. But just for right now, just my experience is telling you guys how it has been for me. It's been fine. Has it been heating up? No. Hasn't been heating up or anything like that. I think the vapor cooling chamber is doing its job, keeping it at a settled temperature and dispersing that heat in a good way. So shout out to Google for putting that into the 9A. And then if am I concerned about the battery and the charge cycles and the battery assistant thing that depletes, the battery after so many charge cycles? I'm not worried about it. I will let you guys know. I've been keeping track of how many charge cycles I've gone through already. So that way, when I hit the 200 charge cycles, I will make a video talking to you guys about if I've noticed a significant difference in battery. Right now, I'm also working on a battery test for the Pixel 9a. So all day today, I'm using the phone in light mode, and I'm documenting every couple of hours where the battery percentage is at, and against what I was doing on the Pixel 9a. And then tomorrow, I am going to document tomorrow with dark mode on and what I've been doing throughout the day, and I'll have that video probably this Friday. So be expecting a Pixel 9a battery review Friday, and all that. Yeah, so there we go. And like I said, the photography and the videography, a more deep dive in depth, will be on the photography channel. So check the description and subscribe to that channel, as well as look at the options that I have there for you guys. Google Fi gets $60 if you use my referral code to sign up for Google Fi. I don't make anything on it because I've maxed out on credit, but you guys still get the $60 credit just for signing up using my referral code. And then if you decide that you want to go with US Mobile, use my referral links that lets them know that I sent you. And so if you sign up with US Mobile, use my referral code, and that helps out the channel greatly. So that's it for right now on just my first impressions after 24 hours. I'll let you guys know more in the in-depth review. If you guys want to know more of my experience, then check out the review when it comes up. Until then, I'll talk to you on the next one.